Pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson. Tonight, it'll be the Chicago Bulls up against the Magic in Orlando. Well, for Orlando, they dropped the first matchup against this squad. They'll try to even the series in tonight's game. We're going to be watching Joakim Noah in this one, former Defensive Player of the Year. What he gives this team goes far beyond what you see in the stat sheet, though. And Shaq, you used to go surfing with him in Hawaii.
Surfing?
Is this correct? Is this correct?
Yeah, we had to stop because, you know, he's a wild child. I'm out there one day. He's behind me. I fall off. When I come up, his surfboard hits me in the head. I got a gash on my head. So no more surfing with me.
Oh, that's where that gas came from?
Yeah.
What?
From him. But,
Come on,
yes,
man.
yeah, but, you know, he's my guy. You know, what I like about him is his energy and presence on the floor rub off on everyone else on the team. He's an emotional leader, and the way he plays, it just motivates everybody out there. But no more surfing for me in this game.
Have you been surfing with Joe?
Never been, but I didn't know he was that team-oriented where he would just, like, be part of a surf crew. But that guy plays great on both ends of the floor. His passing ability, his leadership, what makes him different. But now, his surfing skills makes him the best NBA center.
You really believe he went surfing with Joakim Noah?
I would love the video from that.
Let's go. Fuck you mean.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave
For the land of the free and the home of the brave. Let's get it.
On the road, looking for a
Welcome,
win
y'all.
against
You know
an
what I'm
Eastern
talking
Conference
about. You
rival.
like defense.
The Chicago ready
That's
for this
me.
thing to get started. Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball here on 2K Sports. Tonight, it's Noche Latina, celebration of Latin culture in the league. It's become an annual tradition and a very good one. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. You take a look at the Magic. They're pretty rattled right now after a road trip in which they did not win a game. Now they hope to get back on track here at home.
It's always fun to be at home, Kevin. Home, sweet home is what I like to call it. But you know what? They've got a tough visitor in the house tonight. And just because they're at home doesn't mean a win is going to automatically show up on the scoreboard. They've got their work cut out for them against this opponent here.
Yeah, and you know what? This wouldn't necessarily have been the first opponent you'd like to kick off a homestand. So you've got that to contend with. And especially with the way they've been playing here of late, this is going to be a challenge.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. At the 4, it's Gasol with Noah at the 5. Butler and Snell are the wingmen. And it's Rose in at the point. For the Orlando Magic, they come into this one following a loss to Dallas.
And you know what? A shame that either team had to lose that game because you had to be proud of the way they battled in it.
Yeah, I suppose that's right, but it still was hard.
Ouch. Unbelievable jam from a player who's given us more than his share of great ones in his time.
You're right, Greg. Defense, Clark, was nothing but an afterthought on that drive to the hoop.
Well, I don't think anybody wanted to be the guy at the end of the wrong side on that post.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Fellas, that two-hand monster slam was vicious.
I don't think there was anyone, and I mean anyone, that could have stopped him on that one.
I tell you what, I'm glad they didn't try because somebody might have got their feelings hurt.
And for Jimmy Butler, so much improvement over his young career, especially as a shooter. His rookie year, he shot just 18% from three. Last season, he shot 38% from there.
Oladipo dishes to Vucevic.
Good. And early on, they looked great. They made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
The Bulls have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. And Noah with the slam.
Forget about finesse and agility. This big fella's all about power and force.
Here's Peyton. He's coming off a 10-point game against Dallas.
And don't forget his unbelievable steal total in that game. I mean, almost to the point they didn't want to bring the ball up the floor.
Getting back to Jimmy Butler's shooting, he looks fantastic with his form now. He's worked so much on his mechanics, as you know, Greg. So much dedication and that hard work has really begun to pay off.
And you know what? Jimmy Butler should serve as an example for so many young players of what can be accomplished with the tremendous work ethic. I mean, this is a guy that shot the ball well from behind the arc, 83% from the free throw line. And you wonder, given this young man's fortitude, just how much higher those percentages go and how much better he can become.
Harris passes to Vucevic. Good, and Harris gets the assist. Vucevic has got his second basket of the night.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows you to control a team's transition.
Oladipo goes in, changes up, and Vucevic with the layup. Vucevic has got 6.
Now there's something for the top 10 highlight reel right there. A layup can be just as sweet and as pretty as a dunk sometimes. Wow, what a game for them so far. Very impressive. They haven't missed yet.
Orlando trailing here to the inside. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
Now we go to Doris Burke, who spoke with Scott Skiles. Doris?
One player he said he's worried about in this game is Pau Gasol. He said with his length and touch, it's really hard to bother that shot. We're going to try to be physical with him, body him up early, and deny him position. And guys, that's what a lot of teams try with Gasol. Force him to really battle through contact. We'll see how it works.
All right, Doris. 3-pointer, Butler. An absolute bomb from 3-point range. Butler's got 7.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
Pick by Vucevic. On its way from Oladipo for 2. That one wide left.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
Last outing for Chicago, they won that game against the Heat.
Yeah, the confidence just exuding in that performance on the offensive end. I mean, really illustrates how this team clicks when guys are communicating and executing as a cohesive unit.
Yeah, roadkill is hard to get in this league. I mean, to be a great NBA team, you've got to be able to have that kind of performance on the road.
Going back and
Focused,
forth.
purposeful, and productive. Really solid.
Shots good from Butler.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
Pass to Oladipo. Kicks it to Gordon. Rose with the rebound. Chicago leading. And Butler, here we go. Here's Snell. Can't knock it down from the right block. Orlando's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Payton kicks to Vucevic. Oladipo dishes to Gordon. Again, the miss by Gordon.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Derrick Rose, unbelievable spirit. We know about his toughness, has fought through injuries of all kinds that might cause a lesser competitor to hang up his sneakers.
And competitor, that's the word, Kevin. I mean, he was impossible to outcompete at the high school level, the college level, and now in the pros.
Rose hits them both. The Magic trail by 4. Out to the right wing. Gordon with it. Gasol covering. Payton drives in. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
That's a precision shot. You've got to be precise. No room for error on the floater.
And stolen by Harris. Gasol with the steal. Here's Butler. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. 11 points for Butler.
He is just tearing it up this quarter. That lead's not going anywhere while he's this hot.
So many people overlooked Pau Gasol prior to last season, seem to think that Clarkey was past his prime.
Well, he was a starter in the All-Star game and a huge reason the Bulls played as well as they did. It was a big season for him. A lot of GMs shaking their head for not going harder after him.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Hezonja, he's checked in for Gordon. Evan Fournier comes in for Victor Oladipo. And Shabazz Napier subbed in for Elfrid Payton. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Cans the shot from the wing. Harris has got 10 points in the game.
You know, and with Pau Gasol, it was weird to think that the Lakers were just so ready to let him go and move on.
Out of bounds, Orlando takes possession. And let's now look at the shooting guard position for a moment to see which of them has the hottest hands since the All-Star break. Number 1, Jimmy Butler.
His shooting has been off the charts. I mean, especially given that he typically operates away from the basket. Those aren't all layups he's knocking down.
Yeah, and he's got such a nice, soft touch inside or outside, and he has the ability to create high-quality shots for himself. That makes him a tough scoring threat.
And with the skill set that Powell has and the year he had, there's no telling how long he can play at a high level. Again, one of those guys that's never been reliant on the athletic ability to have an impact.
And Orlando making a change here. Hawes is checked in. Here's Butler. Got a piece of it. 3-on-3. Feeds to Vucevic. Fires from 14. Off the iron that time.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he
Napier passes to Fournier. And off target as he starts the game 0 for 1. Butler kicks to Brooks. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Brooks has got his first bucket of the night.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Napier kicks to Fournier. To the right side. Clock at 6. And Butler sends it back. And here we go, the Bulls fast break. Offensive rebound. Shot's good by Gibson.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
Napier passes to Hawes. Mirajic grabs the miss.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
That's good. And now a 6-point Bulls lead.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Here's Vucevic, and good. Got the English that time as it falls. Vucevic has got 12 points in the game. Chicago leading by 4. Passes it to Portis. Fires at the elbow. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
And it's Napier missing.
You know, a team's rebounding is one of the great measures of its energy, and theirs has been terrific in the first quarter.
Yeah, they've brought it in terms of having another level of intensity right from the tip. They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Jason Smith, he's checked in for Orlando. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Chicago?
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
Yeah, and they've also balanced that, though, guys, with the attack off the bounce as well to get them some points.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
And for most of his career, Taj Gibson has been a tremendous role player up front. G8, he's been extremely steady over 6 full seasons.
And Kevin, he gives you a lot of energy and athleticism when he enters the game. He's got the great length with that 7'4" wingspan. But to me, it's not just about having it. It's about the fact that he utilizes it. And it really allows him to get in there and attack the backboard and contest shots.
So at Chicago now, 9-point game. Their last encounter was in Chicago.
And we've talked about how in the NBA you've got to earn your points the hard way. And that really wasn't the case in that game for them.
No, there was no hard way about it. I mean, they got their points easily on dunks and layups against a defense that really didn't offer much of a fight.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
Yeah, saw some things that just weren't working for them and wants to make some adjustments.
Yeah, and no reason to wait around to do that, Greg. I mean, you might as well make those adjustments right away.
He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Gibson's got his second basket.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Excellent use of the screen that time. Napier's got 7 points in the game.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play. Excellent, really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
Screen by Smith. Here's Fournier. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Lets the three fly. And again, it's Orlando with the three.
These defenders had better start closing out on those shooters.
That's 2 in a row, and we call that a streak.
Mirotic dishes to Butler. From 17 feet out, Gibson with another miss.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Guy is a potent offense right now.
Yeah, Kevin, really the offense is flowing quite nicely right now.
You know what, guys, and they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off. That's their third straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
Here's Napier. Brooks covering. Napier passes to Hazania. 6 on the shot clock. No good off the front iron. Chicago leading by 3. The feed to Mirotic. The fadeaway. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Mirotic has got 5.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
And the basket good.
Boy, this game is off to a flying start.
Yeah, we're seeing some high-octane offense from both sides in this one.
That misses. Would have kind of had it gone in. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Rolls out front. 2K Sports. Back in a moment. And as we return, it's Noche Latina, celebrating the NBA's connection to the Latin American community. And guys, what's your take on the Bulls so far?
How good has the ball movement been here? Just absolutely terrific.
Boy, that kind of timely passing, Greg, really fun to watch.
Gordon and Vucevic together in the post. The backcourt is Payton and Oladipo. And it's Harris in at the 3. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Magic. Mirotic has a wide open look. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Mirotic has got 8 points.
A splendid pass that time by Rose.
Payton kicks to Harris. The dish to Gordon. All sorts of time. That one off the back iron and out.
But that would have been lucky had it fallen. Poor shot selection.
Yeah, look at the coach's face and the expression. It says all over it. Are you kidding me?
Rose dishes to Mirotic. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him. Payton with the ball, and Rose picks him up defensively. Another miss by Oladipo. Chicago leading by 5. Here's Snell, and that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight.
Shot by Gordon, wide open. Another miss by Orlando. Snell kicks to Rose, and he banks in the layup. And now a 9-point Bulls lead.
Nice bucket there. I mean, they are playing really, really smart basketball.
IQ basketball, smartphone basketball, whatever you want to call it. Even though the lead's not that large, they're still in charge right now.
Payton kicks to Vucevic. Noah with the block. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Snell, no good. Magic have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. And finished off by Oladipo.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And for Victor Oladipo, guys, last season you saw him continue to make strides in this game. He has the field to be one of the best guards in the league, and he's on the right track right now. Very excited for his future.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. As you said about Oladipo, he has a bright future in this league after playing at Indiana, already stepping into the leader role with the Orlando Magic.
Yeah, and what I like most about his game and the way he plays is that he contributes really in every facet. I'll use a baseball term. He's a 5'2". I mean, he really does a little bit of everything well, and he can make a big impact even when his shot isn't falling, be it on the glass with his passing or his defense.
Here's Noah. Gordon with the defensive effort.
He's not necessarily a strong inside presence, but he needs to polish those chances off.
Here's Oladipo. Chicago grabs the miss. Gasol's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Mirotic's shot is off. The Magic trail by 6. Here's Oladipo. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. And Victor Oladipo, after a solid rookie campaign, really took it up a notch last season, even after missing Clark the first 9 games with that facial fracture.
I love this kid's gravitas. I mean, he's got a presence about him. His percentages improved across the board, field goal, 3-point free throws. But I like his work ethic and his confidence.
In talking about Victor Oladipo's improvement, a lot of it has to do with his work ethic. Also his pregame film study, something his college coach absolutely raved about. And all of that showed up for him big time last season.
And he gets it to go. 14 points for Vucevic.
Nice job creating for the easy deuce.
Noah, the pass to Snell. Good, and a nice assist from Noah. And the Bulls lead by 6.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Payton outside. Inside. Here's Vucevic. The second chance effort, and it's good on the way in. Vucevic has got 4 points in the quarter.
And the second chance points aren't easy to come back. It's all about effort and hard work, and he has today made it look easy. Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that. They've been the glass eaters today, guys. A ton of effort out of them down low.
It's been a difference maker for them in this game. That's what's put them in front.
And, you know, back to Oladipo, we always talk about 5-star phenoms coming out of high school. He was just a 3-star guy. He's had to work for everything he's gotten, and I think that served him well. He's got a hunger and drive that you can't manufacture.
And the Magic making a change here. Aldemir's checked in. The Magic again can't hit. The Bulls leading by 6. It's taken away by Payton. He kicks to Aldemir. The wide open look here for Oladipo. From outside, off the mark. For Chicago, they've gone 8 of 14 in the second quarter on field goal attempts. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
And there was a question of whether or not Derrick Rose would be able to get back to his former self. At times last season, you could see him back in that MVP form.
And with Rose again, he showed flashes last season of his level of play, Clark, before the injury.
Yeah, exactly. And you hate to see any player go down with injuries, especially a talent like Derrick Rose. He still needs to show that he can regain that high level of NBA play for an entire season. I think that's just a matter of time, Kevin.
Well, Chicago has gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Bulls moving the ball around. Snell. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. Snell's got 10.
And fellas, in this quarter, he's improved on what was already a very good performance in period number 1.
Here's Harris. Offline with his 3.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
And he gets the bucket. And now a 12-point Chicago lead.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top.
And that is good. And it's 9 points for Victor Oladipo.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Chicago calls timeout. Izania is checked in for Victor Oladipo. Chicago also making some changes. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Mirotic. And it's Brooks in for Rose. Noah dishes to Brooks. Fader on the way. And the shot falls short this time.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over.
And it's Harris off the drive. Harris missing again.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
Here's Payton. Nice D from Brooks.
Yeah, that's too bad. A nice drive there, but just couldn't finish.
A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Brooks has got the lead up to 12 now for the Bulls. Orlando's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the three-point shot tonight. Vucevic has screen on Brooks. Pass to Hazania. Picked by Vucevic. And Hazania gets it to go.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that. You rarely see him missing dunks. But the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for 1.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
So for the Magic, Spencer Hawes is checked in for Furkan Aldemir. Evan Fournier comes in for Tobias Harris. And it's Napier in for Payton. Portis, he's checked in for Chicago. Gibson comes in for Pau Gasol.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
And there's the pass to Hazania. Picked by Vucevic. With some arc, the shot misses. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Pass to Hazania. Vucevic against Gibson. Kicks to Napier. From deep. Rebound by the Bulls. Following this one, they get to host the Rockets. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. It's stolen by Vucevic. Here's Napier. 10 points for him. It's rebounded by Portis. Portis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. No good from Gibson.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
And he gets the bucket. Hazania's got 6.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
Pass to Portis. Puts it up from 17. Fournier pulls it down.
And as far as jump shots go, that's what you have to continue to try and get.
I don't know how that one stayed out.
That three off target had some space there after the little pump fake. Outside Gibson. And again, no good by Chicago.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
Pass to Hazania, beyond the arc. Good, and it's Napier with the assist that time. 9 points in the game so far.
And boy, has he come alive. Since the start of the second quarter, he has been on fire.
And the shot is good.
Sometimes folks forget about his decent mid-range jumper. He can knock those down all game given a chance.
And the pass to Hazania from downtown. And again, it's Orlando with the three.
Boy, he's really starting to get in the flow now. A nice groove. That's his second here in the quarter, after none in the first.
Good. Snell's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Dishes it to Hawes. He feeds it to Napier. Puts up a three. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals. 5 for 8 in the game.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Tit for tat right there, huh, guys?
Didn't take them long at all, fellas, to get those 3 points back.
There's 47 seconds left in the first half of the game. They get it back.
You know, they've been outstanding on the boards, and it's a big reason why they've low.
We call that a collabo because everybody's boxing out and making sure they secure the glass.
Pass to Hazania. To the middle. Here's Fournier. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
That's a 2 from Butler. Orlando grabs the miss. Vucevic has got his 3rd rebound on the night.
Well, it seems like they're getting a little fat and sassy here, complacent in the second quarter.
We've seen their free throw attempts stagnate, not getting much going on inside. They can't get too comfortable.
Hawes with the rebound.
This is not a slam dunk contest. You don't get do-over. You got to finish the job.
And that concludes the first half. Bulls lead by 7. We'll see you back here after the break for 3rd quarter basketball.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Ernie Johnson along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. What a start for Jimmy Butler. He had 21 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 block. And Shaq, what did you see out there from the Bulls?
Well, Kenny should appreciate this. I love the ball movement. They were in sync as a unit, and their assist numbers were impressive. Anytime you get 5 players working together like that instead of one guy doing it alone, it's always going to be a boost. That's the primary reason they're in control of the game.
And over to Kenny. How about what you saw from the Magic?
Well, they're facing a very hot team in the first half. I mean, guys are shooting the ball lights out. But you have to do more to get stops. I mean, tough defense is the key. And if you put pressure on the ball and more bodying up down low, that's going to establish more aggressive tone that might shut them down in the second half.
And now, folks, it's just about time for the 3rd quarter to begin. We will see.
The second half just about to get going here.
Really an extraordinary game for Butler. He's got 21 points, and he's drained 3 3-point bombs so far.
Don't stop. Don't hesitate. Keep firing from out there when the shot's falling like this.
Tipping off the second half, here's Fred Hoiberg's 5. Butler and Snell are the wingmen. At the 4, it's Gasol with Noah at the 5. And it's Rose in at point guard. The Bulls have shot 6 or 7 at the line. The first one falls.
2 shots.
Both free throws good from Gasol.
Boy, I tell you what, he does not look like your typical big man up there at the line. He has an excellent stroke. and a percentage to match.
Payton kicks to Harris. Butler with the steal. To the paint. And it's Rose. This time the assist by Butler. 10 points for Derrick Rose.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
Payton passes to Oladipo. Back to Payton. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break really gave him a second win.
Rose kicks to Snell. Shoots from 14, and the Bulls tack on 2 more. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Rose against Payton. Outside Gordon. Back to Payton. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Payton's got 4 this quarter.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
The Magic trail by 11. To the inside. And the basket by Gordon. Gordon's got his second basket of the game.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint. Tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard.
Yes,
Bring it down hard,
yes, sir.
Symbolic there as well of the effort here tonight. I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches who used to say, that ain't gonna get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
Harris outside. Fires from the wing. No good. So the Bulls will take it the other way. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. And for Tobias Harris, a resurgence of sorts last season, Clark, especially from behind the arc, where he shot a career-high 36%.
You know, he'd only hit 25% from 3 the year before, Kevin. So, yeah, monster improvement in accuracy from long range.
And just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this lead.
And, Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark.
Which is a spark they desperately need, Kevin. They've got to ramp up the intensity.
And Orlando making a change here. Smith has checked in, and the Bulls making a change here as well. Mirotic has checked in.
And getting back to Harris, there's just so much to like about his game. He lives in the gym, has a tremendous feel for the game, and he knows how to maximize his production within those athletic limitations.
And he gets it to go. 8 points for Aaron Gordon.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Well, constantly finding lanes to the basket. Getting great looks inside.
Mirotic dishes to Butler. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Butler's got 4 this quarter.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Here's the floater. Rebound by the Bulls. Gasol's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
You know, the thing about Harris is he's a combo forward, extremely versatile. At 6'8", he struggles with size against the better power forwards, and he lacks the athleticism of the better small forward. So to get the most out of him, you have to put him in the right matchup. Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam, you're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further. His ball distribution tonight, just as good as it gets.
Yeah, it sure has been. I mean, all you have to do is look at the numbers. There's no lying in those totals.
Oladipo against Mirotic. And Oladipo, here we go. The shot is off. Great defense that time from Noah. The Bulls leading by 13. Mirotic with it. Now Smith defending. This all no good. The Magic have gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far, just above 50%. Harris a screen on Butler. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. They get Pau Gasol.
Checking out the game Victor Oladipo is having. He has 11 points and some good assists, too. 4 of them. His success in the assist department is carried over to the free throw line.
Boy, has he been steady at the helm today. And in today's NBA, it's all about spacing on offense. It used to be more about finding matchups to exploit. Now it is all about opening up great looks by spreading the floor.
Furkan Aldemir's checked in for Orlando. Payton kicks to Harris. Oladipo sets the screen for Harris.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for Chicago.
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In that first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
Another thing they've done tonight well is share the ball. So many of their points have come off of good, crisp passes.
Good on the second free throw. Rose with the ball. 12 points for him. And Mirotic has it in the corner. Off target from three-point range. And with great spacing in the NBA, you need great shooting. More than ever, shooting and spacing, Clark, are at a premium in the NBA for teams.
Yeah, well, it starts with point guards being able to break down defenses and get into the lane to create open shots. You want to be able to create space for the point guards to drive, so you need shooters on the wings.
The Magic trail by 13. Payton passes to Smith. He dishes it to Oladipo. Smith sets the pick for Oladipo. Out to Harris. All sorts of time. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
There you go again. A nice kick out after the D had collapsed on it.
Here's Gasol. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Gasol's got the lead up to 13 now for the Bulls. The Magic have gone 8 of 14 on their shot attempts here in the third. Some pretty nice work. Now a timeout called by Orlando. You look at Jimmy Butler. He's really been playing well.
He just continues to light them up. They're going to have to find a way to make him work harder for his points.
Bulls making a switch here. Brooks checked in. And it's Harris off the drive. Can't hit from in close. The Bulls leading by 13. Feeds it to Brooks. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Brooks has got 10 points.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number one right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
From 17 feet out, Oladipo misses. Chicago's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. And Brooks gets it to go.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Yeah, but they better rally soon because they've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint. That's one he knows he should have drained.
Inside, it's tipped. It's stolen by Smith. Payton outside. Oladipo right side. Leans from outside. And it's Oladipo again missing.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself.
Whoa!
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. There's the pick. Here's Smith. Terrific design on the pick foot, and he lays it in.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Rose with the ball. Now Payton defending. The feed to Oladipo. Noah with the block. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Noah. Orlando making some changes. Hezonja is checked in for Tobias Harris. And Fournier subbed in for Oladipo. Chicago also making some changes. Portis comes in for Joakim Noah. And Taj Gibson is subbed in for Pau Gasol. And they double up Peyton. Out to Smith. Just 5 on the clock. For 3, Fournier. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Fournier's got 10.
And when he's got that much of a height advantage on the perimeter, it's really tough on the defender. Easy three-pointer.
Count the bucket.
The shooting percentage continues to elevate here in the second half.
Well, as a group, they've been harmonic since the break. In sync. Good team basketball resulting in high-quality shots.
Here's Oldemir, and Gibson sends it down. That's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession. Spencer Hawes is checked in for Orlando. Napier comes in for Peyton. Here's Azania. He's got 12. The shot's good from Fournier.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would have the lead.
Rose passes to Portis. They get the rebound. Gibson, and he makes no mistake on the slam.
And a few more points tacked on to their lead in the cruelest way possible.
You're right. Those putback jams sting, don't they? My goodness.
Yeah, they really hurt you. I mean, the defense forces a miss and then can't rebound it and finish off the defense. They're hanging their heads in their chest now.
The Bulls leading by 13. And watching Evan Fournier, he's an intriguing two-guard prospect. Saw his minutes, Greg, spike last season after getting traded at the deadline.
Yeah, he finally had the chance to get in and prove himself. Had a few strong outings in the second half of last year.
Vucevic checked in for Orlando. And the Bulls making a change here as well. Snell's checked in.
Boy, I like the height that Evan Fournier has as a two-guard. I mean, he doesn't have the lateral quickness that you'd like to see in that position. But as he gains strength, I think he should at least be capable and competent on the defensive end.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
And Hawes now atop the key. The rebound by Gibson. Gibson's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And back to Fournier, his real upside is on offense. Streaky three-point shooter, a crafty ball handler, and good vision from a passing standpoint. He just needs time on the floor and to continue to keep developing.
Shot's good from Hawes. Hawes got his first bucket of the night. Chicago with the ball. The fader, and it's Gibson, that time on the assist by Brooks. Brooks has got 9 assists now tonight. The Magic trail by 19. Out to the wing. Here's Hawes, and that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
And when you look at the totals, they are losing the turnover battle, and it's a big part of why they're trailing.
Brooks kicks to Snell. Score that one for him, his 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night.
Assist from
Orlando's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. The dish to Vucevic. The rebound by Gibson. Gibson's got 5 rebounds tonight. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Tremendous output from Brooks. He's got 16 points, and what a game he's had passing the ball, too.
I love the fact that he plays for his teammates, really spreading the ball around, getting everyone involved. Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. 46 seconds left in the third quarter. Napier kicks to Fournier. They set the pick. Great D that time from Gibson.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
always important to have that good interior defense.
It's been about tempo and pace with this group, and it's led to a huge advantage in fast break points.
Greg, it's really the main reason they're in front. All that early offense. I mean, when they've had the chance to push it, they've pushed it.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Here's Mirotic, and that one off the back of the rim and in. Mirotic has got 14.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Greg, they keep pulling up and watching them go down. It's a really nice thing to see.
Vucevic with the bucket.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside, it just doesn't matter.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. It's Chicago running away with it. 2K Sports, back in a moment from the Amway Center. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. The Bulls leading by 23. Of the 2 and the 3, it's Fournier and Harris. Gordon and Vucevic together in the post. And it's Oladipo in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic.
And around the NBA, there are some who want to redo how the NBA lottery works. They feel it punishes teams for trying at the end of the season and instead rewards others who maybe aren't doing as well.
Butler dishes to Brooks. Good. Brooks has got 12 points in just the second half.
And such a steady hand. I mean, he's one of those guys that's really allowed them to take the lead.
Well, he's just so reliable and dependable and consistent, especially here today. I mean, his shooting percentage is off the charts.
Gordon, the pass to Oladipo. 5 on the clock for 3, Fournier. And again, it's Orlando with the 3. You know, Clark, losing teams, handling losing with an eye to the future. It's a slippery slope and a very tough situation, not only for teams, but the league to try to figure out and rule on.
Yeah, exactly, Kevin. Well said, and I'm not sure what the answer is. I kind of like where we are with the lottery system, but it's something to reevaluate. I don't think it needs to be tinkered with at this point.
Yeah, you're making things far too easy for him when you let him get it that deep.
I echo that. Ditto. I mean, you've got to do your work early to try to keep him out of the post. Fight him a little bit. Keep him away from that spot he wants.
Harris kicks to Oladipo. Gordon with the screen for Oladipo. Great open look there. And that's 20 points for Tobias Harris.
And this is someone that can really hurt you from long range. He did that to a degree in the first half, and he's doing it now.
Elfrid Payton, he's checked in for Fournier. Rose, he's checked in for Chicago. The Bulls leading by 21. He kicks it to Snell. Shoots it. It's rebounded by Payton. Orlando, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Picked by Vucevic. And it's Harris off the drive. Harris missing again.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
Snell, that's good.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
And really something that the defense has to address.
Noah with the block. They recover it. Left side, Butler. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
I tell you what, you got to love his aggressiveness finishing inside like that.
Well, his leaping ability, Clark, gives him a great advantage.
And that's why they look to get him the ball around the rim. It's either a dunk or free throws every time.
And he gets the bucket. And that's now 10 points for Aaron Gordon.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
Took him no time at all on that one.
Assist from.
And that's 19 points for Joakim Noah.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
The drive by Vucevic. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Payton's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. Rose gets to Gasol. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Oladipo outside. Chicago grabs. Butler's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
And the shot is good.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
Payton kicks to Oladipo. Lets a floater go. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point. This is crazy. Every shot they're taking right now is finding the mark.
Literally every shot, partner. I mean, they just aren't missing.
Inside, Vucevic.
Well, for one, he hasn't let them down. I mean, but a few other guys need to pick up the pace if they're going to be good. And you look at Joakim Noah. I mean, one of those hybrid talents. As a center, he gives you the rebounding, the shot blocking you want. But then he also has tremendous passing skills and instincts and the energy of a mountain lion.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Jason Smith, he's checked in for Vucevic. Furkan Aldemir comes in for Gordon. And Marbles subbed in for Tobias Harris. Chicago also making some changes. Doug McDermott, he's checked in for Tony Snell. And Moore subbed in for Butler. To the middle. And it's blocked. Out of bounds, Bulls ball. Chicago keeps possession. Noah dishes to Rose. 9 feet out. And there's Joakim Noah on the assist by Rose. 23 points for Joakim Noah. And going back to Joakim Noah, he really is a hybrid. He holds American, Swedish, and French citizenships. He's truly a man of the world, and he's worldly on the floor. He can guard and play a lot of different positions.
And Kevin, he looks like a man of the world. He has a unique style unto himself, but I'll take the versatility and the hustle he brings on my team any day. If he's healthy, he's a factor. And one thing we know is that across the board in the NBA, attendance is up all over. Franchise values are also at an all-time high. Overseas, the game continues to grow as well.
Good on both. And the media deal in play says a lot about the popularity. It's not just broadcast. Fans are showing up as well.
Sellouts were at a record 700 last season, Kevin. The previous record was 676, almost 22 million regular season fans. That's a big number.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor. He is pouring it on in the second half, guys. I mean, a much better showing than he had before the break.
Marble, the pass to Smith. Kicks it to Payton. Clock at 6. They get it again.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
Passes to Aldemir. Shot is off. And it's Chicago the other way. Now here's Noah, the fast break opportunity. Rose, good.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
The Magic have gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the fourth, right around 46-47%. And Oladipo, here we go. Soft touch off the glass.
And how about the move he made there to come up and get himself clear in the lane for the deuce?
Rose kicks to Gasol. And Noah with the slam.
No way to mess that one up, Kevin. I mean, he powered it down with both hands.
Not this guy. He is a superb finisher.
And when he gets near the horse.
Pass to Marble. Gasol with the steal. Ball going up court. And again, it's Derrick Rose. Rose has got 6 in the quarter.
Well, 6 of their last 10 points coming on the fast break.
And defensively, you have got to sprint back in transition. The coaching staff has got to be restless right now, and I don't blame them.
Chicago's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. And it's now 22 points for Derrick Rose.
Their interior defense has been dismal.
Yeah, they're losing the battle in the paint.
Smooth sailing for Chicago. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. More.
Well, it seems like this is something we've said quite a bit the last few years, but now we really feel like we're in a golden age for point guards. So many point guards on so many teams are the leaders and best players on their team. You can name a dozen all-star level point guards in the league right now.
For the Magic, Hezonja comes in for Victor Oladipo, and it's Napier in for Elfrid Payton. Chicago also making some changes. Portis comes in for Joakim Noah, and Taj Gibson is subbed in for Pau Gasol. And it's Napier missing.
A little ambitious on that possession, trying to hit a shot in the face of that defensive pressure.
Orlando's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Here's Hezonja looking to end the run, and so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
At the line, shooting 2.
That's good from Hezonja. That one falls, so he hits both of them. They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
Excellent display of team play.
And guys, shot A comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operator.
Shot A. I like that, Greg.
Well, Orlando shooting 49% on the game. They'll take that. Fires for 3. Good, and it's Napier with the assist that time. Napier's got 6 assists here tonight.
Just dialed in from the three-point line in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they're putting a world of hurt on him with the triple.
How about the quick hands on the steal and the quick feet on the break?
Yeah, a careless, silly mistake there, though. I mean, coughing the ball up and then not being quick enough to get back on defense, that's costly.
Nice shot by Portis.
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
There's the pass to Smith, all alone. Takes a big high bounce and goes in.
And it's almost as if they knew exactly what the D was going to throw at him on that possession.
Rose dishes to Moore. It's deflected. And here we go with the match. Oh! That's not as easy as he made it look, guys. You've got to have some skills to pull that baby off.
Well, he's got plenty of those skills necessary.
And you know what? Man. That man can climb a ladder.
Here's Napier. He's covered by Rose. Good. Nice play there from Napier.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Chicago's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. Dishes to Marble. Lets the 3 fly. Offensive rebound. Aldemir, the pass to Marble. Tries yet again. And he hits the jump shot.
So far, going for more of an inside game here in this second half, and I like that. A little smash mouth basketball, taking it inside.
Down low. Moore with the bucket.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Pass to Hezonja, wide open. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. To the middle, here's McDermott. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
Feeds to Marble. There's the 3. Rebound by the Bulls. Gibson's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Bulls.
You're right, Steve. It was a standout performance across the board. They were just, at times, it seemed toying with it.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with a mouse, Kevin, quite honestly. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted to do.
And these guys have played very well this season, and this win tonight, guys, will push their win column up to 55.
And in a 3-game season series, they take the first 2, and certainly they've had the edge in this matchup.
Now they've got their sights set on that sweep, Greg, 3-zip. And given what's going on in the first 2 games, my guess is that's what's going to happen.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Rose. And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
The Magic making a switch here. Haas is checked in, and the Bulls making a change also. Kirk Heinrich, he's checked in for Derrick Rose. Moore outside, releases, and it's Chicago scoring again.
And they're not finished just yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, not taking any chances, Greg. This is how you close a game out. Textbook.
And Azania gets it to go.
The offense has clearly kicked into gear. The question, though, is it just a little too late?
Yeah, I think it may be, Greg. At least they're finally showing some signs of life offensively. Too bad, I think it's past the point where it'll do much good.
They set the screen. Napier kicks to Hawes. Good, and it's Napier with the assist that time.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge, Greg. And when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
And you can hear the disappointment in the crowd tonight. But we saw a team that was just ready to do battle in this arena. They clearly wanted this road win.
Crystal clearly. They came in here determined to steal this game, Greg. Their effort level, I thought, was outstanding, and they just took care of business.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, first off, congratulations on this win, pal, and tell us how you feel about the team's progress so far this year.
Well, we've done a lot better. We've done a lot better recently, and we want to continue. We don't want to get complacent. I think we still got ways to go and things to improve. But we're definitely doing a lot better than we were.
Always good to see signs of progress, pal. Thank you for the time. Gentlemen?
Doris, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Clark Kellogg, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now we'll head over to the studio with Ernie Johnson.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Game,
Derrick Rose.
Derrick Rose. And it's become a routine night for him with his regular double-double once again. He does that as easily as ordering that number 2 combo.
24 points, 0.3 assists,
Well, he showed us just how
rebounds.
good he can be when he's at the top of his game. And the building was stunned. You saw people leaving early, throwing popcorn, throwing hot dogs, spilling soda. He put on a CSDP, a crowd shut down performance. Man, that's what I'm talking about, Ernie.
He was an artist with the basketball tonight, guys. Just a ridiculous amount of assists for him in this game. The way he moved the ball around the court, making sure everyone had their hand in the offense, was superb. That's how you play the point in this league, ladies and gentlemen.
Or to pass the ball.
And that
Don't
wraps
be a
things
ball
up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet
That's
Smith,
how we
Kevin
win.
Harlan,
Passing
and
the
the rest
ball.
of the 2K
Be
Sports
productive,
crew.
you know what
I'm
saying?
Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.
But I gotta end the stream. I gotta go. I gotta do a couple things. Just want to give y'all a treat. I'm gonna start streaming on YouTube now. You know what I'm talking about, because this is not working out for me. But anyways, I'll be on YouTube in about 20 minutes. You know what I'm talking about, because I'm tired of that you can't go on Twitch. You can't, and it's ridiculous. I can't. If you're watching this video, if you stream on Twitch, this is a grind. Where you get the people that come in, you know what I'm talking about, they don't say nothing, they leave. Like, I had 2 views and they didn't say nothing, they just left. Because I play basketball, you know what I'm talking about, and you gotta be a team player. And obviously, Twitch is not working out for me. So if you want to holler at me, Kill All Love. That's my Kill All Love. If you want to see me on Twitch, I'll be on Twitch too. But I'll holler at y'all one.